Are you looking to get more done in less time, hoping to understand how to manage your time better? Then you'll be chuffed to learn about the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. This principle tells us that the relationship between inputs and outputs isn't balanced. Simply put, some activities or inputs can lead to larger returns. By using this principle, you can seriously improve your productivity, be it in business, at work, or at school. But to truly grasp how this principle works, let's take a squiz at history, specifically the year 1896.
Hello there, I'm Wilfredo Pareto, an economics professor at the University of Lausanne in Switzerland. I've made a fascinating observation in my homeland, Italy. Would you believe it if I told you that a mere 20% of the population owns 80% of the land? Remarkable, isn't it? But it doesn't stop there. In my own backyard, I've found that the same principle applies. Just 20% of my plants are responsible for a whopping 80% of the fruit. It's a pattern that seems to repeat itself in many areas of life.
This principle, first described by Pareto, was later popularized by management consultant Joseph Duran, who gave it the name we know today, the Pareto principle. It's also called the 80-20 rule, the law of the vital few, or the principle of factor sparsity. We come across the Pareto principle everywhere in our life. In the software world, 20% of bugs cause 80% of the system crashes. At home, 20% of our belongings are used 80% of the time. And in business, 20% of the customers account for 80% of the revenue. The flip side also holds true. 80% of the effort often generates only 20% of the results. Now, the numbers don't necessarily need to be exactly 80-20. You might find that 10% of workers do 80% of the work, or 50%, or 90%, or even 100%. The crux is the relationship between input and output isn't equal. So why should you care? If you can pinpoint the 20% of tasks that yield the largest impact, you can significantly enhance your outcomes. The first 20% of effort may provide an 80% return, but the return on the next 20% starts to dwindle, maybe to 15%, then 1%, and so on. Eventually, you're spending loads of time sweating the small stuff. For instance, if you're trying to build strength, focusing on the 20% of exercises that offer the most benefit can lead to great results. But if you're aiming to take out the national bodybuilding championships, then naturally, you need to put in 100% effort. On the other hand, as a salesperson, by identifying which 20% of your customers generate most of the sales and focusing on that niche, you could significantly boost profitability. So there you have it. The Pareto principle is a simple but powerful tool to enhance your productivity and make the most out of your efforts. By identifying and focusing on the vital few tasks or inputs that yield the greatest returns, you can achieve more while doing less. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Remember, it doesn't always have to be 80-20. The key takeaway is that inputs and outputs are not always equivalent. Identifying your vital few can make a world of difference in your efficiency. Hope you found this useful and are excited to put this principle into practice. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more productivity insights. Until next time, stay productive and take it easy.